Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on Heartland Season 14, Episode 4. And I'm going to be talking about everything that happened in this episode, what I liked about the episode, what I didn't, what I think of Season 14 going forward now, and just everything related to Heartland Season 14, Episode 4. That being said, if you have not seen Heartland 1404 and you do not want to know what happens, I recommend that you do not watch this video because there will be spoilers in this video for Heartland Season 14, Episode 4. I highly suggest you go watch the episode before you watch this video because this episode was amazing. It was awesome. It was directed by Chris Potter, which that explains a lot right there. Chris is a fantastic director, and I absolutely love this episode. But before we go any further in today's video, I need to remind you guys to please leave a like on the video if you enjoy it, and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to help me reach a goal of 20,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate that, and in return, I promise to see you guys as up to date as possible on everything Heartland Season 14 related. So if you want daily Heartland videos and Season 14 updates, make sure you hit the red subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. But now with that YouTube promo out of the way, let's jump right into today's video. So, I have to be honest, when I was watching the trailers and promos and first looks for Heartland 1404, I was very confused because the promos and first looks and everything, all the promotion for 1404 was basically the same scene over and over and over. Just kind of different dialogue, and then the final first look we got for 1404, there was a little bit more released or shown or explained about the episode. But you guys might have noticed that I didn't do my regular trailer reviews and promo reviews and stuff for this week's, or 1404, not this week's episode. Well, yeah, I guess this week's episode, but you know what I mean. I didn't do the normal reviews for 1404 with the promos and the trailers because they were essentially the same thing. Is that frustrating when it comes to video content purposes? Very much so. But I am super happy with this episode. I'm actually really glad that they did not give anything away for this episode, you know, minus the explosion, but that really wasn't given away because we saw that all the way back in the extended trailer for Season 14, in the Heartland Season 14 extended trailer. So, that was no surprise. We knew an explosion was going to happen, and 1404 is when it happened. Now, when it comes to this episode and individual scenes, well, first of all, it should come as no surprise that my favorite characters in this episode were Lou and Rick and Peter. Are you surprised? Leave a dislike on this video if you're honestly surprised that I said that, because you really shouldn't be. And if you're not surprised, leave a like on this video because, yeah, it helps the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate it if you guys leave a like on this video if you haven't already, because it helps recommend the video to more people. Therefore, my channel will grow and I will hit 20,000 subscribers and I will be happy. So if you haven't liked this video yet, like this video. Thank you. Okay, anyway, back to the review because I'm going down a rabbit hole and yeah, I don't want to be here for 8 hours. So, when it comes to Lou, Rick, and Peter, that should be no surprise that they were my favorite characters. First of all, Michelle Morgan nails it. Aiden Moreno nails it. Gabriel Hogan nails it. They all nail their scenes in this episode. It is perfect, okay? And one thing I will say about 1404, it's like, this episode is like a movie, okay? It's not a TV show episode, well, I mean it is, but it's like an action movie. Honestly, I was sitting on the edge of my seat the entire time being like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Is it gonna reach Hudson? Are they gonna have to rebuild the town? What is going on? I was screaming at the TV, crying, and freaking out. Yeah. This episode, the acting was phenomenal by all actors involved, obviously. That should come as no surprise. It's Heartland, so the acting is phenomenal. Again, I loved how my next sentence should come as no surprise to any of you if you've been subscribed to my channel for more than 4 hours and you've watched more than one video on my channel. Actually, scratch that. You don't need to watch even more than one video because I say it in every video. Michelle Morgan, okay, she nails it in this episode. The character of Lou, I have said for so long, needs more character development than just relationships, okay, and love triangles and stuff like that. So making her mayor, I was super, super, super excited about. And in this episode, you really get to see Lou be mayor, and take charge as a mayor would do, I'm guessing, in a town evacuation crisis. Our town might be, burned to the ground kind of deal. And I absolutely love that. Michelle and Aiden absolutely nail every scene on screen together. I love their kind of, I love their dynamic. I don't really know how to explain it. It's so fun to watch, at least for me. It kind of reminds me of like a best friend kind of relationship or brother and sister kind of relationship where siblings are always, annoying each other, and it seems like Rick and Lou are always annoying each other, but at the end of the day they work together and everything gets solved and happily ever after. Yay! Anyway, one other thing I liked about this episode, well actually I liked basically everything about this episode, is Peter's involvement. Okay, I need to say this, and it's my channel, so I'm going to. Where is Mitch? Lou and Mitch are supposedly engaged. I will get to that in a second. And her ex-husband's there during a town crisis, but her fiance is not. Okay. All right. I will leave that opinion and conversation for another video. Otherwise, we will be here for 12 hours because I can talk about that forever. Where is he? Why is he not there? Okay, so your ex-husband's there, you're engaged, but your fiance is not there. Awesome. Okay, and then I loved Parker and Jack's relationship in this episode. I loved their interactions. I am actually slowly loving the character of Parker. I was very unsure about her character in the first couple of episodes. I was like, oh no, great. And I was very, very hesitant about Heartland introducing 2 new characters in season 14 just because of the way season 14 is and the opening and, ties to death and sadness and heartbreak and yeah. So I was very uncertain about them introducing not just one new character in Parker's character, but also in the character of Rick. Now, you guys know I love Rick, and I want him to be my best friend because, let's be honest, who doesn't want Rick to be their best friend? I mean, he's awesome and fun and somewhat annoying and sarcastic, but hey, I love that. So, but yeah, back to Parker and Jack because I always come back to talking about Lou and Rick for some reason. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you like random videos that probably make no sense and have no structure whatsoever, and I just continue going down rabbit holes, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications so you don't miss my latest Heartland video, or let's be honest, my latest Heartland rant, because that's what my videos are. No, but Parker and Jack's relationship, I love it. Parker kind of reminds me of Georgie a little bit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I love her relationship with Jack, and I love how you really saw it in this episode. Jack went out looking for her when she was lost, and their scene at the end of the episode in the barn where they both apologize to each other. I was like, that is the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. And then Parker wanting to not leave, or not wanting to leave, I should say, the horses when everyone was evacuating the town of Hudson. That scene and Parker's, unwillingness to leave the horses, that reminded me of Amy so much. And I was like, okay, Parker's awesome. Because, and just the fact that she said, Amy's already lost too much, she can't lose the horses too, or Amy can't lose the horses, she's already lost too much, or, that moment or that scene, I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, okay. Amy cannot lose anymore, she's already lost her husband, she doesn't need to lose Spartan too, okay? Anyway, we're not going to talk about that because I'll end up crying. And then the final thing I will talk about is Amy and Lily's relationship. Now, I was right when I said that this episode is when you're going to see Amy and Lily kind of talk about everything and, kind of fix their otherwise broken relationship. And I loved how Lily came back to help Amy, and then the scene where Lily falls off her horse and, in the smoke, and Amy sees Ty, and then Ty, leads Amy to Lily. I liked that, but I also didn't like it because I have lots of thoughts about Graham's involvement in season 14 that I will save for another video. I'm just going to be completely honest and say I don't know how I feel about him in season 14 as kind of like a ghost or spirit. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I do like that Ty led Amy to Lily, and Amy, saved Lily. And then when they're back at Heartland, and Lily says, I couldn't lose you, you're like a daughter to me, you're like the closest thing I have to Ty, I was like, oh, my heart, and now she's gone. Okay, I'm really hoping that Lily comes back if there's more seasons of Heartland, or even again in season 14, because Lily is all Lindy has from Ty's side of the family, and not to mention she's Lindy's only grandmother. So I'm really hoping that the scene that we saw of Lily and Amy is kind of it gives me hope, I guess, that Lily will be returning in future seasons and episodes. But I absolutely loved it. I thought it was the acting between Megan Follows and Amber was absolutely phenomenal. They nailed it. But I mean, that should come as no surprise because Megan's a fantastic actor, and Amber honestly deserves an award for her performance in season 14. It's absolutely phenomenal. I've said that in every single video I've ever made about season 14 since it started because I'm honestly blown away by Amber's performance this season. But other than that, I loved everything about the episode. Again, this is kind of just my first thoughts and opinions on the episode. I've only seen the episode once so far because I always like to have this video come out as my, first thoughts and opinions, and then going throughout the week I will kind of break down my favorite scenes and do scene breakdowns and talk about what I liked about the scene, what I didn't like about the scene, and also I'm going to make videos talking about my honest feelings about Graham Wardle's involvement in season 14, and also where the heck is Mitch, because I don't know. I mean, they're engaged, but he's not there. So, anyway, I'm going to make videos on that this week as well. So, if you guys do not want to miss those videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on my notifications so that you will not miss those videos, because I'm honestly super excited to watch this episode 100 more times. Well, let's be honest, it's me. It's kind of what I do. And break down these scenes and talk about them in detail, what I liked, what I didn't like, so on and so forth. So if you want daily Heartland videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and turn on notifications. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoy. And with that being said, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.